All right, back everyone on a Thursday night. Wow, 43 after the hour, 44 almost. We are flying through this. Kevin Kennedy is here. It is Ask the Attorney night on OpenLine here on News Channel 5+. We always appreciate him, who makes the drive after a busy day, by the way, from Clarksville here to our studios in Nashville, and we do appreciate it.
Yes.
Along with Sarah, the assistant, who is the social media pro.
It's good.
Keeping him in line, keeping us both in line, but we do appreciate you being here,
we love
as
you
always.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to line 2, where Harold has been waiting patiently. Hi, Harold. Welcome to Open Line.
Oh, yeah. My name is Derek.
Derek, I'm sorry. Oh, Derek, yeah. Derek, we were just talking with you. Hang on, Derek, for 2 seconds. Hold on. We're going to get back to you because we had him. These lines are messing me up. Let me see if I can. That's a 4, 3. This one. Is this Harold? Harold?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, good. Go ahead,
Sorry
Harold.
about that, Derek. We talked to you and put you on hold, but now we've got Harold. Go ahead, Harold.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's regarding, there was a wreck in Tennessee.
Okay.
And now is when a person, they died, and they're going to have probate in September. Can they bring the wreck into the probate? And I wanted to hang up and let's think it.
Yes, they can, and quite frankly, when you have a wrongful death, and what is a wrongful death? That's when someone is a victim, perhaps a tractor trailer misguided, ran over a car, and someone was killed. Well, that estate, you open up the estate, it would be the estate, say, of Kevin Kennedy, would bring their lawsuit against that insurance company to receive the funds. If they had $1 million policy, a wrongful death, or if they had a $5 million, everybody says, well, Kevin, how much are these cases worth? Many of them are $5 million, $7 million, 10, and well, how do you get to those figures? It depends on the education. It depends on the life expectancy. You know, we have charts, and these average men will live to 78 years old, their working career. This particular man was 30. I had a real high executive at one of the companies, and he was on a motorcycle, and he was run over. Wow, 30 years old. Big case. So what the insurance is usually is what the case, what they pay. So I just tell the nuts and bolts of how it is. But yes, it does go to probate, and they bring the case. The money is paid into the estate, and then it would be distributed if he had a wife, if he had children, or if he'd had a will.
Wow. All right, 737+. I've got a person. This reminds me. I've got a question about insurance companies.
Yes.
And obviously, they're trying to save their money.
Yes. Understand that the insurance companies are always, that is a new day since the pandemic.
Right, trying to
ratchet up.
That's right.
Not
so
to pay you.
Years ago, I was in a car accident. 2 cars hit in an intersection. I was living in another city, and it was a very violent crash, and I'm just sitting at a stoplight.
Yes.
Well, one of them spun around and slammed right into my car, and airbag the whole bit. Luckily, I wasn't hurt a lot, but you know, I mean, I got thrown back, and my car was hurt, was totaled.
Yes.
I did not get a lawyer. I said, no, I'm not going to. They're going to take, I got all the information.
I know, Rhori, come on.
Their insurance company called, and we went through the estimate of the car, and they said, okay, we're going to cut you a check for that amount, plus we're going to, we know you went to the doctor for your neck, and you got a stiff neck. And I said, yeah, Well, they cut me the check, and someone had told me later, long story short is I had to keep going to the doctor for a while.
Yes.
And that money didn't cover that.
Yes.
It didn't cover the frustration of, getting the whole bit. And a friend of mine said they have a formula.
You're right.
There's a formula
Listen to Rhori.
that they use. And if you had said no way, and that's why you get a lawyer, because they know, look, this may cover the car and this may cover, but we need to go above and beyond that,
and they
right?
will. You hit the classic formula. I hope everybody's listening.
At the time, I said, oh, I don't want to get, if I get a lawyer, I'm not trying to get
rich,
a bunch of money off of them. It's just, I just want to be fair.
That's me. So, quite frankly, I had a car wreck, and And then my assistant had a car wreck. Her mother was, and what you happened, I see this all the time. You're standing at a stop sign, this car hits, and they run into you, total the cars. Well, let me tell you, you don't total a car without getting some concussion inside that. We have people all the time that have traumatic brain, and you say, well, I feel okay, but there's some subtle signs that you should be compensated for. And I'm telling everybody, if I would go get a lawyer for my own self, what would I tell you?
Right.
And so everybody, my son's a doctor, and he gets hit in a violent crash. He said, well, Dad, here it is here. I said, you better let us help. And even with the skilled law of the Kennedy Law Firm, that insurance company is doing everything they can to pay you as little as they can. It's the fear of the Kennedy Law Firm that'll ever make them pay. And really, what do we really want, Rhori? You said it best. We want to be fair. But sometimes we have to kind of push ourselves to get a fair deal.
Yeah, that's true. And I just think there's guilt involved. People feel
yes,
that way.
I'm guilty of it myself. You know, hey, just be fair. And then they want to not be fair. Well, then, golly, then the lawyer has to bow up.
That's right.
And then I've got a big law firm with me backing me. And so then we worked it out. But it was the fear of the lawyers that made them be fair.
Wow. And a lot of the cases, you know, if, like you said, the law firm shows up and says, no, we have facts on our side here, this and this.
Come on,
will they settle? Generally, they'll say, okay,
yes,
you know, they'll back down a little bit.
Yes. And let me tell you what happened to me. So one of my cars was parked by a valet, wrecked my car. The guys were out there, they said, hey, Mr. Kennedy, we know, don't worry, just turn it in up here. Okay, it's late at night, that'll be fine. So I called the hotel and I said, well, you know, wrecked my car, I'm Kevin. And they said, well, you'll have to call those guys apart. We have nothing to do with them. And I said, you get me the manager. I want to talk to him. I'm not buying this. I came to this place. Y'all, I turned the key over there. So the head of the hotel calls me, and here's his first line. He said, I know you got a little irritated, Mr. Kennedy, and we've looked you up on the internet, and we are going to pay all your debt. Well, if you hadn't had a Kennedy in the Kennedy Law Firm, they would have railroaded me and say, we're not going to pay. You'll have to sue us.
Wow, that's too bad that happens.
So, and I'm glad that our law firm carries the respect that if you were to come to us, most of the time we get it all worked out.
All right, Emma, you said I had another call and I couldn't hear. I was talking. Thank you so much. It's William up next. Hey, William, thanks for calling in.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, William.
Just mute your TV set there and just talk over the phone. Go ahead.
Go ahead with your question, William.
It's a little delay there.
Yeah.
We'll get it. Go ahead.
Go ahead with your question, William.
Nope. I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get it. We'll have to end that one. I'm sorry about that, William. Hold on a second. 1, 2. Yeah, that was William on line too. I apologize for that, William. We'll see if we can get you to call back real quick, but we only have a couple minutes left. Well, I'm glad you brought up that. How many in your firm now?
Well, we have now about 12 lawyers, have a big support staff, and they said, why do you need
paralegal support staff?
We have it all. And you know why? Because it takes a big team to get it done. Now, I have the most experience of all the lawyers, but what do I like to do? I like to hear your facts and why, and then I'll go in and have 3 lawyers, and I say, well, you know, I've got this. What do y'all think? Because that's where I capitalize on that intellectual capital that my law firm has. And they said, what about this? Because I'm the master of trying to come up with ideas, and my research guys, they'll sit over, they say, Kev, you can't do that. Kev, you can't do this. And so I'm not so sure that we can't. And so, and I have them quite often say, Mr. Kennedy, where did you find that in the book? And I said, fellas, that hasn't been written in the book. And so we work it out and get it done. So it even surprises. But I want to discuss your problem this way, this way, this way. We explore all options, and they won't hem us in a hurry. We always have an exit strategy. We know how far to push. Just push just enough to get the job done. That's our experience in teamwork.
Yeah.
I believe in the team. I tell you to the team.
All these years, and you're just as excited about it.
Well, it is. I love if we were able to get this check. Rhori, he would love me. He'll say, Kev, thank you. So I didn't want to fight him. I just wanted this over with, and I just want to be treated fair.
We appreciate you. We're going to wrap things up for this full segment and wrap things up after this because we've got the guys from Southern Wisdom
I know.
Waters
Let's
here.
go fishing, Rhori. Guys, get us to go.
We'll be right back.